welcome to this edition. Oh, wait. Well, hi, everybody, and welcome to this edition of Prep Sports Night Live. I'm Rich Estrella, along with Bob Gibson, and behind us is the Foothill.
Foothill Knights are in the house. They're rowdy, and they're ready to go. We got football. We got girls volleyball with us tonight.
Yeah.
We got a great show for you.
Yep. So normally we have the cheerleaders out here. Today
Right.
we got the football team out here.
Look at them.
And look at it. It's
Going
wild
crazy.
tonight, Bob. It's all
I
right.
can see them up on the monitor there. They're going crazy. They're good. They're good to go.
One. Thank you.
Happy New Year, right? They're counting down.
It'll subside.
Right, okay. There they go.
We have to like.
Elwood's got them calmed down now.
All right.
Elwood Brown.
Anyway, welcome to this edition. Tonight we have Foothill High School in the house. Of course, we're going to be talking with Coach Case in a little bit. But Bob, a lot of football. Week 7 just concluded. For some, it's only 6 weeks because they couldn't get another game because they got a 14 league or
Modern
3-team
day.
league.
They couldn't get that 10th game.
But just the same, a lot of good football. Let's start off in SoFi last week, Bob. Paulie and Mission Viejo, I think they're the second or third high school to actually play at SoFi.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of glad that SoFi is allowing high schools here locally to showcase their talent at SoFi Stadium.
This is absolutely great because you've got a world-class facility out there, and people were talking early on, hey, why can't we give games here? There was some talk early that, maybe SoFi wasn't going to let it happen, but they did, right? Come on. You got this great stadium. We got to have CIF championships. We got to have big, high-profile games, and that's what we got. We got Mission Viejo and Pauley, two of the biggest names in high school football, and Mission Viejo took care of business out there.
Mission Viejo takes care of business on everybody this year. I mean,
so true.
They're steamrolling people. They went through Pauley like they weren't even there, and the closest game's been Basha, and we know Basha of Arizona. That's like modern-day Bosco. They're the Bosco of Arizona.
Right.
You know, whether Chandler steps up or somebody else, but that's the only team that's actually given them a game this year. I think it was 25-28 or something like that. It was close.
It's tough sledding out there, man. These legacy teams like Mission Viejo are going to be right in the thick of things each and every year, right? Now, it is a little bit of a down year for Pauley. Pauley's struggling a little bit this year. We're not used to seeing that. So, we're used to seeing Pauley be right in games and right in the championship hunt. And that's not the case for them, unfortunately, this year.
Yeah, man, it's a trip. I can't wait to see it. Steve Calhoun was here last week. We talked a little bit about it, and it's unfortunate that Mission Viejo this year is not in the open division, man, because that would be interesting.
Crazy times, right? Crazy times.
We're getting all these players down in South Orange County, man. There's so many great teams down there.
Well,
right?
and there are, right? I mean, look,
amazing.
Look what Jay Serra's done. Look what Santa Margarita's done, right? There's so many great teams down there. Tesoro's always one of those top teams. So South Orange County is a hotbed of football talent. There's no doubt about that.
San Fernando Valley was trying to challenge with Sierra Canyon, and Almany back in the day, and they just can't seem to get over the hump in Orange County.
It's tough. Schools like Bishop Amat, where a lot of hype for Bishop Amat, and they're just can't quite crack that group of top schools, right? They can't quite get there. Damien's another one. Damien's trying to crack through to that top echelon of school. It's tough, man. This is not for the faint of heart out here.
What a difference a week makes, man. It's
really
kind of noisy tonight, man, but that's just the way it is. Listen, the game of the week this week, Long Beach Poly, once again, is going to take on Milliken. And Bob, this game has big significance because the last time Milliken won a league title, they shared it in 1985 with Long Beach Poly. And the last time they won the outright Moore League was 1973. And I want to say that's almost the last time Poly lost league. I mean, it's been forever. That league's 100 years old, and Poly's won like 97 of 100 league titles.
The Pauley is like the Lakers. They don't bother putting up division or league championship banners anymore, right? Pauley won it every year for 1,000 years in a row. It was just an afterthought. The Moore League, Pauley, not so this year. Milliken is just steamrolling people, man. The Rams are for real, and you look at the scores on their ledger, man. They are really beating up some teams this year. And boy, you know they got to be chomping at the bit to get their chance at Pauley. But this is still Pauley, right?
Yep.
It's still the green and the gold of Long Beach Poly, so you can never overlook them.
Well, I was out at Milliken on Monday, and I got to run into some of the players, talk to the coaches about the game, and here's what they had to say.
Yeah, last year was that was a tough loss for us, and we had a lot of opportunities to be able to seal that game and win that game, and you know, and overtime, we got to make those plays count.
I feel like, this is a brotherhood over here. We all come as one. Like last year, I feel like we was all separate. This year, we all come as one. We fight through it together, even with the losses that we take.
Coming into this week, we're gonna come prepared, and starting today, it starts in meetings. It started at school. We have lunch meetings, and we come prepared. We watch film, watch a lot of film, and we want to know what they're doing before they do it.
That overtime game was something special. What do you remember most about that game? What did you learn from it?
Not to be selfish. This isn't just me out there playing. It's a family. It's got to be discipline, I guess.
Yes, compared to where we started to begin the season, compared to now, we've grown as a great team each week, getting better and better, honing our skills, and getting us prepared for this point right here.
Yeah, this game is really big for everybody, the coaches down to the end of the bench, man. Everybody's excited. The Moore League holds a lot of history, and to be part of the, quote-unquote biggest game in Moore League history is something big for me.
So I would really say it's some hungry individuals on my team. When you talk to them in the weight room and everything, like, it's the mindset of, right now, every week it's the mindset of kill that opponent, but just coming in the weight room today, it's kill Polly's. That's the mindset. So we hungry. We hungry for something. We all got something to prove. It's been 1973, and we all want it really bad. And we know that we have the guys to do it. Just like I said, it's the team chemistry and team bonding. If we stay brothers, no matter what, 1 through 4 quarters, we're going to get it done. I believe in my guys. I got my guys over any guys, any day.
Milliken hasn't beat Poly since 2009 and haven't won a unanimous Moore League title since 1973. So it's a really big year for us, and this is a really good opportunity for us to go out there and show people who we are. And, to win this Moore League title and beat Poly is going to be really big for us. And I'm excited to be able to go out there and show everybody what we can do.
It's just a group of hungry guys that's ready to work, man. I got a great group of kids this year. There are no egos. They're team guys, team first guys. And whenever you have that's a good thing, man. That's a good thing to have. I think, I've always had talent here, especially the last few years, but I think this is overall the best team that I've had.
Does this team have a lot of closeness, a lot of camaraderie? Aside from football, do you think? Do they hang out a little bit?
Oh, no doubt. You talk about our O-line, they're best friends. And, a lot of these guys do a lot of things together outside of campus. And, they have the same trainers, and they go work out together, and they go to food, and they go to the bay and hang out and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And, and they became closer, and it's a brotherhood now, and you can tell.
Bob, this is a great time to have this game.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, I can't remember a time when Pauly started out 2-4.
It's been a while.
Well, they've been playing some great ball clubs. They played Sarah.
Yeah.
They've been playing some great teams.
I know.
Mission Vale last week. Right. I mean, they're in the top 10 in the country. But Pauly used to be top 10 in the country every year too.
Right.
So.
They wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, but it's going to be a great ball game.
It really
Can't
is.
wait to get out there.
Friday
It's
night.
going to be at Milliken on Friday night. I think it's already sold out. I mean, like 5,000-6,000 seats there, but they're gone.
Love it.
Whole city will turn out in Long Beach. Milliken, Long Beach Poly. Can the Rams unseat, break Long Beach Poly's streak?
I'm excited to see if it can happen, right?
Yeah,
and see if Poly can put it out there and maybe play spoilers a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see, man. It's going to be a
fun.
lot going on. Anyways, we're going to move on. We're going to go over to John Conti right now. Let's talk to John.
Hey guys, want to thank all of our sponsors that make this possible. Thank you to Suzuki, motorcycles and ATVs engineered for the unexpected. Thank you to Suzuki. And the Water Heater Warehouse, your emergency is their priority. Your full-service water heater company, check them out at thewaterheaterwarehouse.com. And a special thanks to Rheem, the new degree of comfort, the largest manufacturer of heating and air conditioning products in North America. And Lighthouse Escrow. Come to them where realtors are getting white glove service throughout the state of California. And let's not forget about our good friends at Coastal Capital Funding. With Coastal Capital Funding, you're almost home. Visit them at gocoastalcapital.com, NMLS 962070. And Colossal Tax Service. For all your tax and accounting needs, contact Ruben at colossaltaxservice.com. And of course, Pelican Sky Candle Company, life's a beach, light a candle. And of course, we can't have this event without the kind folks at Rockin' Brews. We are on the Rockin' Brews patio, and again, we do this every Wednesday night during the football season. Come on out and join us on the patio. And don't forget to follow us on all of our social media, at Prep Sports America, at Prep Sports Media. You can find us everywhere, and don't forget about the game of the week coming up this Friday, Milligan and Long Beach Poly. You can check it out right here on LA 36. And boy, oh boy, am I excited to be being joined by the assistant principal of Foothill High School, Mr. Troy Fresh. Troy, how are you this evening?
Doing awesome. This is such a great event. Thanks for inviting me.
Well, absolutely. Now, you're going on your third year as assistant principal at Foothill. No coincidence, we've had you guys on 3 years in a row. What does it mean to you to have the guys from Foothill and all the coaches in attendance here tonight?
Well, it's just a pleasure and an honor to witness this awesome event, but most importantly is just to get to know the athletes and the positive impact Coach Case has had on the community. So to see them in this arena is just as cool. Actually, yeah, it's just as cool as watching them on the field. So thank you.
And you were also an athlete. You were a tennis player, so you know what it takes. You know how much dedication goes into this. Anything you'd like to say to Coach Case?
Well, Coach Case, thanks for all you do for the athletes. Thanks for inspiring them to be the most successful young men they know how to be, and thanks for instilling greatness in them from the beginning, from the time you meet them when they're in 8th grade. So thank you.
That's awesome. Mr. Fresh, thank you so much for being here. Foothill High School is well represented. All right, let's throw it to Rich Estrella and the man of the hour, Coach Doug Case.
All right, thank you, Jonathan. How do you like that, Coach?
Awesome, that was
Somebody's
great.
paying attention. All right, joining us now is Coach Case from Foothill. And Coach, nice to see you again, first of all.
Great to see you. Thanks for, again, for coming out again and giving us a little exposure and some notoriety out here and get on the airwaves. And thank you again.
Talk about Foothill football.
Yes, sir.
Coach, new league going on. Things are changing a little bit. How many teams stayed with you from your old league?
Only El Dorado.
Only El Dorado.
And they were actually, it was a conference. And they were in the other conference. So it was 2 leagues in one conference. But yeah, so shoot, now they have this league equity deal. Used to be just the playoffs were equity.
Yep.
Now the leagues are equity.
Yeah.
So I told the kids coming into the season, this is going to be a barn burner.
Well, what happens is when you have league equity, it's like the Trinity League. Every week you got to fight.
Yeah, it's a battle.
Every week you got to fight, you know?
Yeah, and all the teams we played so far have been excellent. They're top high-ranked team. They're all in the top 25, Orange County. And there's been some great games.
Yes.
The Troy game was outstanding. We got them at the very end there.
Man, out there, whenever you see somebody miss an extra point, you always hear them say, oh, I hope that's not the difference. Well,
exactly.
It was the difference.
Exactly. And those things just happen sometimes.
Yeah.
And there was just enough time on the clock. We were able to march down, get the score, and kick the winning field goal or extra point. And that was a great win for the Knights. And then we're on the other side of the coin the week after against Capo Valley.
Yeah.
We tie it up in the last minute, 35-35. We just got to shut them down. They had one timeout. They had 70 yards to go, and we couldn't keep them in bounds.
And they went.
And they kicked a 40-yard field goal and got it done. So, like I said, the whole preseason's been a barn burner. We started the league last week. Cream was a very good football team.
Rick Curtis has got it going on over at Cream Lutheran.
They're trending big time, and they remind me of Orange Lutheran back in the day.
Yeah.
As Kuhnau brought that.
Perfect analogy.
Kuhnau brought that up to Division I Trinity type of team, and I think Cream's probably on their way there. They're just going to make some pit stops on the way. But the rest of our league's outstanding. La Habra, Huntington, El Dorado. This week we have Laguna Hills, who's been a great program. It's just at a public school trying to reload week in and week out, or year in and year out. So we're excited about the game tomorrow night. We want to get back in the hunt, obviously, after a loss to Cream. So we're hoping we can fire on all cylinders tomorrow night.
Yep, it's going to take. Coach, the divisions now are all mixed up. It used to be when you were in league, everybody in league could possibly be your opponent in the playoffs down the road.
Yeah.
It's not like that anymore. How many what division are you going to be in this year?
Well, the way they do it now, which I was kind of in favor of, because they used to have pools where they set the divisions at first, and then if a team got some transfers, some halfway when you came off a sit-out period.
Yes.
All of a sudden, this team that was in a Division IV pool, all of a sudden they're like a Division I team, so they would roll through the pool. Now they set the playoffs after the season. So on Saturday and Sunday, or Friday and Saturday, CIF's got to go to work, set the divisions, and it's all ranked out. The one strange thing about having equity leagues now is a lot of those teams, we're all ranked so similar, so we could see that team in the first round of the playoffs again. So that'd be crazy.
That's true.
So we'll see.
It's an interesting roll of the dice. Some teams had, they're like in 14 leagues or something like that, and they're having trouble getting that game, that sixth game.
Yeah.
Because most teams are in league by then, and they don't want to play.
Well, in Orange County, we went to all 16 leagues, which was nice, except the first league, the top league, the Alpha League, they only have 4.
Yeah.
So they're trying to find teams. But out of county, there's still a mix of leagues all over the place. And so it's nice to have 5 league games again, but they're all tough games, so we better come play every week.
I love the playoffs, though. I really love the playoffs the way they are right now, because there's no more 70-0 first round games. You got to play the first round.
Equity playoffs is a good idea, and it's been a battle every time we've been in the playoffs.
That's cool.
Unfortunately, the last 3 years we've been in the playoffs, but we've lost in the quarterfinals because you're playing those. There's no easy games in the playoffs.
No more.
No more.
Who's Bob Gibson standing with over there?
That's our quarterback, Gino Marchetti.
Is any relation to Gino Marchetti?
No, but
the old Baltimore
I heard
Colt?
that his dad named him after that.
Oh, did he?
Gino,
Yeah.
Gino is our senior quarterback. He's doing outstanding. He has a great year this year. We had a senior last year. I don't know if you remember Nick Miali, who was with us last year. He did a great job for us, so Gino had to wait his turn, and he's having a fantastic year. He's running the ball. He's a dual threat quarterback. He's running all over the place. He's throwing the ball all over the place, and we're very proud of him.
What is he, 6'4"?
6'6".
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Miali was 6'6" last year, too.
Bob's about 6'1", so yeah, he's a pretty big kid.
Yeah.
Must be great having him, huh?
Yeah, and
see over everybody.
He can see it all, and he has great vision, great experience. He only had about 10 reps last year, so he's really doing a great job for us. He's maturing every week, and we're very proud of him and excited for the rest of the season here.
Let's hope he matures a lot more in the next 3 weeks before the playoffs come, because
yes, sir.
That's going to be great. All right, let's go over to Bob Gibson.
Thank you, gentlemen. I am here with the senior quarterback, Gino Marchetti. Look at that. Those are your boys over there, right? What's it like to play with them and for them this season?
We're a family. We all hung out together, team bonding. We're just a family, yeah. It's been fun.
You see yourself as a leader of this team?
Yes, sir. I think I'm a leader. Yeah, sir.
Now, the coach was talking about your name, and if people recognize your name, Gino Marchetti was a very famous football player long before you were born, before I was born even, right? So it's been a while. But you were named after him. Your dad had a football future for you already at birth, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I was named after him. We share the same birthday. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Actually, my dad talked to him a bit. He found out I was named after him, and my dad talked to him a bit. I actually have an autographed jersey in my room of Gino Marchetti. So
that's really cool. So you know a lot about him.
Yeah, I do. Yep.
That's really cool. So was football always your sport? Was that for you?
Actually, it was baseball.
Okay.
I started playing tackle when I was in 3rd grade, and then I tore my ACL in 5th grade, so I stopped until high school. But then once I got back into high school football, I realized how much I loved it, so I stuck with it, and I love it.
Coach talked about you being a dual threat quarterback. Yeah, what does that mean to you, and how do you know? Is it just a sense to know when you're going to pass or when you're going to tuck it down and go with it?
I guess it is a sense. Dual threat quarterback, I mean, I'm good on my feet. We have a lot of read option plays where I read the defensive end if he's getting in the trenches or if he's sitting back and watching me. So, I mean, there's been times where I'm back in the pocket and I have to make a move and get outside the pocket and hit my receiver on the run. So, yeah.
Any quarterback's only as good as his offensive line, right? And I know you want to give a shout out to your guys up front.
Yeah, I love my O-line. Shout out O-line.
What's it like to have that bond with them, right? I mean, especially your center, right? I mean, that's the quarterback center bond is a real special one.
Yeah, I mean, I love my O-line. Our bond is great. We had a team dinner, just me, the O-line, and our running back, right before the season started, just to like get that bond better and become better friends. So that was good.
All right, so the week one loss in league here, a real chance to refocus for you guys in practice this week and get going on a good foot this week.
Yeah, we had a great week of practice. I think we're going to destroy Laguna Hills tomorrow. I'm excited. It's going to be a good game. And yeah, we should get the win tomorrow.
All right, good luck and we're still deciding on what next year, what your plans are for college?
We're still deciding. Yeah, I'm not sure yet.
Pretty good. He's going to have some offers at 6'6", the way he plays, the way he moves. He's going to get some offers. There's no doubt about that. Gino, we appreciate it. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, back over to Rich and Coach.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you. Good job. Coach, how much easier does a kid like that make your life? I mean, literally.
He's a great kid. He runs the offense for us and really does a good job. He can see everything. He can make adjustments on the fly. Sometimes I even send in the wrong play and he adjusts it before he calls the play, and he's been doing a great job for us.
Coach, back to that Troy game. What do games like that do for both your programs? I mean, a tight game like that, just a missed extra point, man.
Yeah, and those guys over at Troy have it going on. They're training in the right direction also. Obviously, anytime you have a tight battle, it builds a lot of character, builds a lot of toughness. They know that they're in it till the end. You don't want the kids ever to quit, but if you're always building for that, end of the game and trying to work all 48 minutes, that builds a lot of character with the kids. And obviously you like blowouts sometimes. So I'm not as bold as I am, but tough games are always fun. Even last week, I had so many people come down and say, "What a great game!" I'm like, "What do you mean it was a great game? We lost the game." But they're like, "It was down to the wire. It was a great game," and it builds a lot of character, and the kids love it too.
It's different for coaches. I think the losses always stick with coaches more than the wins. There's a lot of athletes and coaches out there at the professional level that say they hate losing more than they love winning.
Yeah, it's no fun. Kids put a lot of work in it. Coaches put a lot of work into it. Obviously, you want to be rewarded in everything you do, but it's not always about wins and losses. Yeah. I mean, it's building character. It's building guys to be great leaders in the community in the future, and we're very, very, very proud of our kids.
And that game's an absolute classic, man. Nobody's going to forget that one anytime soon.
No.
Good to have one of those every now and then.
Yes,
all right, now who do we have Elwood sitting with?
Looks like we have Braden McIntyre, Isaiah Viscar, and Lucas Shar. Our starting center, and our two of our tackles. We got the wing eating contest going.
Pretty soon. Those aren't the wing eaters.
All right, we'll save that. We'll save that. All right.
Yeah. I hope that's the group. That's a big group right there.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, let's go to Elwood Brown. Elwood.
Thank you, Rich. Man, right now I have the big boys of Foothill. Braden, okay? You done stepped up to the plate to be the captain of this team. What makes your teammates feel comfortable in you being the captain?
I'd have to say my work ethic and my leadership, motivating the guys every day to do their best and just putting in 100% effort every single day.
Hey, work ethic is everything, you know what I'm saying? If you work hard as a captain and you show your teammates how to get it in, they're going to follow your lead. I love you. You my chicken wing eater from last year. You the champion. But I know you had your ups and downs. You went through some injuries. Fighting your injuries, what did you have to do to get yourself ready to compete for this year?
Well, just like more mentally than physically. Just trying to be there for the guys, like coaching them up a little bit. That's basically it.
Now, I tell you, man, your body's like a car. You got to make sure you put the right stuff in your engine. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you continue to do that and help your teammates, it's a beautiful thing. You follow what I'm saying? So my goal is, what is your goal for next year?
My goal for next year after high school is to join the fire academy and become a firefighter.
Hello, you in California. A lot of fires out here. You got great job. I'm going to go over here to my man over here, Lucas. Lucas, I know you was a D-line, but you don't transition into a O-line. So tell me, playing the D-line, what helped you to transition?
Like playing the D-line? Okay.
I guess it kind of got me ready like for the physicality of all of it. But the biggest part of the transition was really just building chemistry with my guys over here. There was multiple months where we go weeks at a time, just training 6 days a week. We were always in the lab, always in the gym, always on the field. So yeah, we also got like private session training. So it's just more about building chemistry with my guys because I mean football came easy to me. So it's just more about just building chemistry with these guys.
He said football came easy. Sound like you're talented. I'll tell you what is your goal for your team this season?
CIF ring for sure. CIF championship, no doubt.
Hello. Think big. Hey, Rich, these guys are amazing. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Elwood. Coach, talk about your guys up front on your team, not just the 3 that were up there. I mean, talk about your.
No, we have a good nucleus of offensive linemen. They do a great job for us. We graduated a great running back last year in Aaron Mitchell, and we knew we were going to have to run the ball this year. We didn't have a whole lot of experience. And Nate Gouvion, our running back. So these guys had put in some work on the offensive line, and they did a great job. Our defensive line now was returning, and up front, those D-line guys are getting after it. They're doing a great job for us. We've made some adjustments defensively. We've given up too many points this year, but I think with the adjustments we made this week, we're going to have a good week this week.
You got Laguna Hills this week, right, Coach?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Laguna Hills, those guys have been good for a long time.
Oh, yeah, great tradition.
They have a program up in Laguna Hills. I remember them with Mike Jones, the running back.
Yeah.
I mean, they just tear it up. Doesn't look good for you to have to defend those guys now, Coach. I mean, it's tough. I mean,
and they got another good running attack this year again.
Yeah,
they throw it around a little more. They're more spread than they were back in Mike's years, but they got a good running attack. So we're gonna have to play some defense. We're gonna be up front. We can't make mistakes.
Yep. Probably not so much now, but I can imagine there was a time when you were up at night worrying about stuff. I don't think you do that anymore.
No. Until you put down the whistle, you're always thinking football.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, you never.
You're around 40 years of holding that whistle keeps me going.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, we'll see how it goes against Laguna. Like I said, the way everything's been paired now with pretty much league parity is what it is.
Yeah.
It's what I don't like is waiting to see the playoffs. Who's going to be in what division and trying to figure it out. But from what I understand, a lot of schools already know what division they're going to be in.
Well, since it's by rankings, the first thing I do is figure out how they're going to rank that Division One division. Because is it going to be 8? Is it going to be 10? Is it going to be 12? Or is it going to be a full 16 this year? Who knows?
Point. Yeah.
Because Mission right now is ranked 2. Bosco's 3 right now. So if last year they gave 2 byes to Mater Dei and Bosco, and then once they figure out how many there, then they start the 16-team brackets, and then you have a couple of wilds in there. So if you don't lay an egg somewhere, you pretty much can decide what division you're going to fall in. Now the hard part is with these new equity leagues is qualifying. Yeah. You got to be in the top 3 to qualify in your league, and we're going to have 3 good teams that are very good teams that don't qualify, and we got to hope for a wild card team if we're one of those. So it's a battle, but wherever the rankings are, then we'll figure it out.
A whole new set of problems, my friend.
Yes, sir.
For you guys, man. It's ever changing.
That's fun.
Coach, you stand there with Bob right now.
That's Brady Holcomb, our middle linebacker, doing a great job.
Is that number 40?
Number 40. And Nico Mancini, one of our best wide receiver, and one of the best wide receivers in the county, really. He's a great young man.
Man,
both of them are doing a great job.
You guys got a lot of famous athletes' names on your team. You got Marchetti, of course, the famous Baltimore court linebacker, and then you have Mancini,
Holcomb,
Boom Mancini's kid over here or something like that, you know?
Yes, sir.
But that's pretty cool.
Great kids.
All right, let's go over to Bob Gibson.
Over here, I want to talk to Brady first. I want to talk defense a little bit first. What's the mindset going into this second league game now, as far as like setting a tone early on with the defense to get a big win this weekend?
We just got to hit hard this game. You know, we've struggled to keep the defense off the field, and defense been on the field the whole game. But we got to hit hard, set the tone, and just get a shutout.
You guys feel like you take it on yourselves to really set the tone, and you're helping the offense?
Yeah, definitely. We hype our guys up and let's try to get a shutout there. Yep.
Now you've been in some like really close games this year and some high scoring games. It's kind of a bend don't break kind of a defense.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we get down there, big drives, and at the end we just gotta stop them, do our job, do our assignments, and we'll win.
Perfect. All right. Now let's ask Nico what the offense is going to do to win this game. It's tomorrow, right? So it's the Thursday night game, right? So, you know, Thursday's big. It's a short week, but I'm sure you guys were itching to get back on the field after that loss last week, right?
Yeah, we had a tough loss, especially offensively. We weren't really clicking on all aspects, but hopefully this week we'll get back and scoring like we normally do.
Yeah, what do you do? Because, you know, you're far enough into the season that, I mean, you know what you're doing, right? You know what your offense looks like. You know what you want to do. Is it just little tweaks in practice to just dial it in?
Yeah, we'll just go over and film on Mondays and get like our game plan down, and we'll go from there.
Obviously, you've got such a great quarterback that you're working with. Tell us about that connection and what it's like to work with Gino.
Yeah, I've been friends with Gino since like first grade. We had a great connection ever since he started playing sophomore year. But this year, hopefully, in the rest of the season, we'll keep it going, keep playing.
And how much does it mean to you to get back in this league race and hopefully bring home a league title in this Epsilon League?
Yeah, it means a lot. Hopefully, especially senior year, hopefully we get it done, and then we also keep going and win a state championship.
Okay, a couple of big seniors right here. They're ready to make it happen tomorrow night. Big game for them. Back over to you, Rich.
Yeah. Thanks for your service. Appreciate you.
I throw it to Rich.
How about that, Coach?
Great kids.
Anyways, yeah, said they
Thank
didn't
you.
want it. All right, good job. Anyways, Coach, maybe Coach, we're just talking on the side here. Didn't even know we were back up. But, Coach, before we get to the win, Connor, I just want to congratulate you on a great career. For those of you that don't know, this is Coach Case's last season as a head coach at Foothill, man. He's been there 25 years. 25 years of
25
excellence.
years. Been a great time, great community, great school. Administration's been awesome, and I couldn't ask for more for a career.
Right. Hey, you know what? Everybody puts in their time, and when it's your time, you know.
Yes, sir.
And I know you have a lot of plans for your retirement, and they sound great. I want to do that too, you know. But congratulations on a great career.
Thanks.
And,
32 years as a head coach, 40
Yes.
years as a total. Seen it all and
You
done
did
it
your
all.
time. You did your
And
time.
I've reached that ripe age, so it's time for me to move on. They'll find another Doug Case.
And Coach, you did it the right way. You stayed at a neighborhood school, local kids, didn't care about climbing, getting to be the next Vince Lombardi or Bill
No.
Belichick or whatever. And that's honorable. That's very honorable. I had a head coach that did that. He stayed in the neighborhood for 45, 47 years before he retired. And it's great because you can always go back. It's always like going home.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and you know, I've had some offers to go next
Sure.
level and move on, but I love being with the high school kids and,
Sure.
and developing them, seeing them grow up. That's very fulfilling to see guys become productive guys. A lot of guys come back and see me at the school after
Yeah,
they've gone off.
absolutely.
I've had guys that coach for me now, that played for me. So it's been a great career, and we've done a lot of good things.
All right, man. Way to go, Coach. Well, once again, congratulations to you, man. It's unbelievable you're not going to be there, though. It's just weird. It's going to be
It'll
weird.
be weird. It'll be adjustment,
Yeah.
but I'm looking forward to the next journey. And really, I want to appreciate you guys coming out again. You guys have been awesome, and we'll see you around.
No, we'll see you for sure. Coach, tell us who you got over there in the wing eating contest now. And after you're done introducing them, I want you to handicap it.
So we got Isaiah Vizcar, great offensive tackle, offensive guard. We got, who is that? Jameson, our sophomore quarterback. And who's over there? I can't see on the far side.
Hey,
Poe.
can we get a shot of the wingers? Can we get a shot, Larry?
We
the
got
wing
Poe
eaters?
over there, our junior offensive tackle also. Isaiah says he's been fasting for a week, so I'm going to go with Isaiah.
Is that why? Just because he fasted for a week, huh? All right.
You in my way, sir. If you move to the left, I'm great. Thank you. Because you can't block Stephanie with her pretty self. Stephanie is the GM for Rock and Brews. Hey, Stephanie, tell everybody what you do for Rock and Brews.
So I'm the GM of Rock and Brews here. We really appreciate you guys all of your support. We love having you here. We are getting ready to do our wing contest. We do have one Asian wing, one Rockin' wing. Guys, I'm voting, okay? Let you know. Come on, got you. Thank you guys for support.
All right, give it up for Stephanie is in Rock and Brew. So here, thank you, Mama. I appreciate your time. Have a good one. I'm going to step over here to your right. Thank you. Introduce yourself and pass the mic.
I'm Poe. I'm Fisher. I'm Isaiah.
Okay, I have Bo, you say Fisher and Isaiah. That's the sophomore sensation. Isaiah, before the night, he said, this is my championship and ain't nobody going to win it. But Bo knows best. Hello, because you guys got 30 seconds to eat 2 pieces of chicken, and the winner gets $25 for Rocket Brew. But I have a question. Hey, in a new car. Talk to him. He got a new car. Who's going to win this thing? Who's going to win this thing?
I'm winning.
Hey, say it again.
I'm winning this.
Ain't nobody else talking mess. Y'all scared of him. What you got to say, Bo?
He's a small guy.
He a small guy. What you say, champ?
I'm here to defend my title. I got to do what I got to do.
Hello. He defended his title. He has to do what he has to do. You got 30 seconds on the clock. And when I say go, let's get it in. Ready? Go. Oh, yeah. And they know they got to get it to the gristle. And don't leave nothing on the bone. I forgot the chicken hats, but it's okay. I forgot the chicken hats, but I'm going to work it out to the end. And it's all good. Get it to the end. Uh-oh, we got 12 seconds left. Oh, yeah. Y'all don't even have the hats on. It's okay. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Stop what you're doing. Now, come here, mama. This is your chicken wings. Hello. You are my judge. You thought I forgot. You can't leave out of here while looking at y'all chicken wings and letting everybody know who got to the gristle. Hey, hello. Look at it. We're going to give it up for Bo. Hey. Matter of fact, Bo, you defeated the champion. You ate the chicken so good, I'm going to invite you to my hood, Elwood's house. Hello, Elwood's Barbecue. The winner, give it up for Bo. Thank you for rocking Brews. Thank you, Stephanie. All right, y'all. Thank you very much. Hello. Here you go. Back to you.
Oh, this isn't for me.
Perfect. We love that. We love that. Good job on the wings. All right, joining me at the desk is Randy Post. You recognize him. He's been here a couple of years with us.
Yeah.
And the head girls volleyball coach at Foothill. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. How are you tonight?
I'm doing great. We're having a lot of fun here tonight. And
you know what been a lot of fun for me is to have my volleyball girls do that same eating contest.
You know what?
Can we get that? Can we make that happen?
You know what?
I would
Next
like that
year,
to
I
happen.
think we're going to do that. We're going to have the girls do it because I think it would be a lot of fun, right?
Yeah, I think it would be.
Hey, so, speaking of your girls, a couple of big wins this week. They're really playing well right now. They're playing some great volleyball this week.
We are playing outstanding volleyball. We've won 3 out of our last 4 matches. Yeah. And the girls are playing very, very well. They're inspired. We've had maybe one of the hardest schedules in Orange County. I mean, we played some great teams. We went to Vegas and played the Durango Classic and our Invitational, and we played the number 16 team in the nation. Very, very tough. So we've had some really, really good matches, and we've had some unlucky breaks here and there. But I know every coach says this, oh, I love my girls. I do love this group of girls. They're just absolutely fantastic. They play hard, and we have a good vibe going, really good vibe.
Speaking of tournaments, this season starts very early. In fact, it starts with Foothill High School. I mean, even before the season officially starts, the Queens Court Tournament is a huge tournament in Orange County. It's a who's who. It's all the best teams that come and play. How much fun is that for you to put on?
I got to tell you, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And the staff and the boosters that are behind it do a phenomenal job. Yeah. And my hat goes off to those girls and people that take care of that. But it is the nation's largest preseason volleyball tournament, and we're trying to expand it this year. We want to go out and get some of the Las Vegas teams, some nationally ranked teams that come in next year, so our elite division can be that much better. But it's a great way just to go. Like when we go in that tournament, I don't look at it like, okay, we're going in to win. I look at it like, let's go in and learn. Let's see what we can do and establish a rhythm for our team for the rest of the season. And we've been very successful with that tournament. We won it a few years back. I mean, pre-COVID, obviously.
Right.
Was COVID a thing?
Yeah, you know, it's It was a thing, right?
It was a thing.
Bit, a
yeah,
bit
no
ago.
more, no more. In fact, there are my girls up on stage right now. They're so cute.
They're getting ready over there. Getting ready to get interviewed. There they are.
Yes, yes. But yeah, no, everything's going really good. I mean, this year we started 4 freshmen on varsity, and they're all getting better and better, and we're a very, very young team. So, next year is going to be great. I know that, and I mean, hopefully I'll be around the next 2-3 years. I don't know. I mean, every year I kind of think, I think this is my last year, but I'll probably come back and do it again next year. It's fun.
Why not, right?
It's
And that's
fun.
the whole point. It's fun, right?
But you know what, though? I want to be on this show. I
Yes,
think about this.
and we
If
love that.
somebody else came and took my job, okay, they would be on the show.
We'd
I'd
have
be
to have them
watching-
on.
I would be watching this on LA 36 or whatever, and guess what? I would be upset about that.
Right? You'd say, that's not me up there.
But also, too, I could stalk you, though, and hang out in the background.
You could do that. That's true.
I'll do my best.
When so then you go to a big tournament like Vegas, right? And so you know what it's like to put on a big tournament, right? So when,
Yes.
when you go there, how great is that for the girls to get out of the environment, get someplace different, and have that bonding experience?
Travel tournaments to me are extremely important for the girls to bond, to get away from their normal activity and normal daily things they do in their life. But when they go to Vegas or they go to Santa Barbara or wherever that tournament is, it's a good time for them to find themselves, so to speak. And that's the time I think they all become really good teammates. I mean, they are good teammates, don't get me wrong, but there's a certain bond when you travel with someone together. And so the girls usually, like, we play great every time we go to Durango, and our record might not be indicative of how we did in the tournament, but watching them perform, that's how I look at it and say, hey, these girls, stepped up. In fact, the last game of the tournament, we unfortunately had Durango on homecoming night.
Oh, that's right.
And so I ended up having, I believe it was 11 of my girls, or actually 10 of my girls leaving and going home early. So we ended up playing the last game of the tournament with 7 girls.
It was the final 7, yes, right?
No setters, no middles, and I got to tell you, we had the most fun. Win or lose, the girls had a fantastic time. And that's what sports are all about. I don't believe that you got to go in there and just drill and grind and drill and grind. You got to go in there and you got to make them love the sport. You got to make them love what they do. So to me, I have a good experience.
Because that's what I know you're about that too, right? We've seen you wear the crazy wigs. We've seen you with your crazy shoes sometimes, right?
Or no shoes.
Or no shoes sometimes, right? But it is about having fun, right? It's about working hard, but it's about having fun.
Yes, exactly. I think that the season's short. It's 3.5 months roughly, and you got to do what you can in that 3.5 months. And to be honest, I wish it was a little longer. I'm sure the girls don't, but I wish it was a little longer. Well, I coach club, I coach high school, and there's so much volleyball being played, and so much is looked at in these athletics that it's grind, 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 push, push, push. Kids need to be kids. They need to do it. They need to go to the beach. I mean, if a girl tells me they're struggling with their schoolwork, I tell them, no, you don't have to come to practice today. Work on your schoolwork. Yeah. It's about them developing as young adults. It's not, volleyball is just a very small part of their life. So I look at it like as my coaches that coach at Foothill, we're all about mentoring. And my coaching staff is absolutely phenomenal. Best staff I've had, I believe, ever this year. And they're crazy too, so I'm happy with that.
Right, so shout out to Tori Carlson, who couldn't be with us tonight, but your co-head coach in the varsity level.
Yep.
And your JV and Foch soft teams, man, what seasons they've been putting up this. So the young kids are coming up too, right? We're seeing that young talent make its way up the system as well.
Yeah, the freshman team lost to Canyon last night. We had 2 injuries during the game, and that was their first league loss. I believe that freshman team is now 27-4 if you count Queens Court.
Wow.
And then JV only has 2 losses in league as well. I mean, they're both playing extremely well, and but also it's attributed to not just their hard work, but the coaches that are coaching them. Courtney on the JV team Courtney Hitt is amazing talent, a bundle of energy.
Yeah.
And Sadie, she knows the game. She is solid. And she's funny in her own little way too. You think of her as being all sophisticated, but you get in a huddle with her, she's quite funny. So got a couple of great coaches there. Yes.
So we see the young talent coming up, and once upon a time, some of the young talent was names like Grace Chillingworth, right, and Rachel Fairbanks, and these are names that people know, and Ella Irwin, who just graduated a year ago, right?
Lauren Bays. Washington.
Right,
Yeah, UW.
right
Yeah,
at Washington.
yeah.
Right, so all this great talent that has come through Foothill, and now they're among the top volleyball players in the nation at the collegiate level. I mean,
Yes.
that's got to make you you got to be like a proud papa there, right?
Well, I'm proud, but to be honest, I'm a little irritated. I'm going to speak into the camera right now.
There you go.
COVID, what are you doing? Best team I ever had. That team at Foothill, I had Rachel Fairbanks, all three of those girls, and COVID just cut the season. They couldn't have a high school season. I felt bad for those girls to have to go through that, but that was an amazing group that we had, an amazing group. And the girls we have now are amazing. It's just, I keep looking at this job and what we do for kids.
Mm-hmm.
And we just got to keep pushing and keep believing in ourselves, and the girls will go a long way. There's no doubt about that.
It's just fun to watch and fun to see. And you're right, the season is too short, right? It is. It's about to
We got-
wrap up.
we
We
got
feel
one-
like we just got going.
But the interesting thing is this. I got to say this. We are, our record, because we had such a tough schedule. We're 5-22 or something like that. But we're 2-4 in league. If we win our next 2 league games, we'll literally go to playoffs with a losing record. And since they've switched the leagues around and there's a 5-team league now, CF has to have 50% of your league go to playoffs. So stranger things can happen. And the way these girls are playing, I would not be surprised if we do win our last 2 games.
Yeah, no, that's for sure, right? I mean, they were down 23-15 the other night in the set and came back and won.
Yeah, we were
that
down.
was crazy.
We were down against, was that the game against Crean?
Yeah, I think that was Crean,
Okay,
right?
so we're down 22-17 in 2016 in the 4th.
Right, yes.
And then Tori called a timeout, talked to the girls, and then I told the girls, just have fun. I think we get to a point where we talk too much about X's and O's, and we just got to get back to just go out and have a good time. Tori started laughing, I started laughing. It got to a point we just don't care. And we came back and won that, I believe, 26-24, and then we won Game 5, and that was an absolutely incredible win. So
and maybe that's the springboard to the rest of the way here.
I hope so.
All right, who do we got over here? John's ready to talk to some of our varsity standouts here.
Ange, Gibby, and Peyton.
Peyton, yeah.
And Ange is probably going to do most of the talking because that's what she does, and she does it well, I might add.
And she's the senior.
She's the senior,
right?
yes. And they're looking at us.
All
yeah,
right.
we're looking at you.
We're going to throw over to John. He's got some of our varsity standouts over there.
All right, Bob, thank you very much. Thank you, Coach. Yes, I am hanging out with 3 of the Lady Knights on the volleyball team. Angeli, let's start with you. You're a senior. You have 2 games left. What's going through your mind? You've been playing for 4 years. What is this like for you to be wrapping it up?
Yes, it's a great competition. I've had so much fun all these years with all these girls. Just getting to know everyone has been and all the competition just really builds character.
And what would you tell some of the younger girls in the program?
To just have fun and use it as more of like life lesson and just enjoy it while it lasts and then use the lessons you learned in the future.
That is a great, great, great statement. And Peyton, let's go to you. You're a junior. What has been your best moment of the season thus far?
I would have to say beating Canyon on their senior night. I just love taking the joy away from them.
That all winners do. And what are you looking forward to next year?
Just a great season with the freshmen that are incoming, and the freshmen this year I feel like will be really good.
That's fantastic. All right, let me go to Haley Gibson. You probably need no introduction. Of course, you're Bob's daughter. Everyone knows who you are. All right, you're going in your 3rd year as a junior of volleyball. What has this experience been like for you playing at Foothill High School?
It's been amazing. It's just like you make so many memories and friendships with everyone on the team. I love it. It's so fun.
And what has been your best moment of the season?
Also beating Canyon on their senior night last night. That was pretty amazing.
Well, there you go. They're all happy that they beat Canyon. They're having a great time tonight. Thank you very much to the ladies. And all right. Looks like we got a whole bunch of people coming in here, so I guess we're going to make a pyramid. And all right, everybody's here, so. All right, let me get out of the way here. All right, Bob, the Lady Knights have taken over the side stage here at Rockin' Brews. I don't have time to interview all you ladies, but thank you so much for being here. We wish you nothing but the best for the rest of this season and into next season. Thank you so much. All right, Bob, back to you at the desk.
All right. There they are. That's your program right there. They are.
I love it. Who was that handsome bald man that jumped in there for a second? Kind of curious. I think I want to get his number.
I missed him. We'll find out. We'll find out who that was later on. So we know that the program is in good hands, right? We know the younger kids are coming up. They're playing well. You still feel energized after all these years? You getting back out there and doing this?
Yeah, you know what? I'm like 164 years old. I'm a vampire. I was bitten like 1864, I believe it was. And I was actually born in 1864. I was bitten like 1910.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
So I don't age that much. I got my uncle right here, my uncle on my arm.
There you go.
Uncle Boris. But yeah, I'm rejuvenated. I could do this another 20 years. I don't see a reason why I can't. And age is just a number. When you look at it, I'm a personal trainer. I've been active my entire life. I don't plan on slowing down. And just gotta be positive.
That's
right?
it. That's the whole thing, right? That's the whole thing.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Coach. We appreciate it. It's good to see you again. Good
You as
luck,
well. Thank
and
you.
make that playoff push. We're looking forward to it.
I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
All right, sounds good. That is Randy Post right there, the head volleyball coach at Foothill High School. All right.
Will you sing the national anthem for our school next game?
You know what? I will. Everybody will run out of the gym. Everybody will run out of the gym, but I'll do it. All right, I think Elwood Brown has got somebody over on the side set. Let's go back over to Elwood.
Oh, thank you very much, Bob. We're in the patio at Rocket Brews. Sometimes we might get the fire truck coming through. I have two young men that plays with the program. Introduce yourself.
My name's Luke Smith.
Luke Smith.
My name's Zach Shutt.
Zach Shutt. Now, what position you play, Luke?
I'm a receiver.
And Luke, trust me, I did my homework. You're a junior. You're third in wide receiver with 29, 30 yards per carry. What is your goal for next year?
Just try to ball out and hopefully make it to the college level.
Ball out and make it to the college level. Okay, talk to me, son. Okay. Do you love this game of football?
I do.
Now, you look like a wide receiver. So, moving forward, what position would you love to play?
I play a little bit of wide receiver. I play outside linebacker mostly. But that's what I like playing. I like playing defense.
Defense, so you can hit people. What is your goal for next season?
We'll see. We'll see what next year looks like. I'm a senior, so just gonna play these next 3 games hard. Hopefully make playoffs and see about next year.
Hey, whatever you desire, God is good. He's very great. He'll do what you ask for. So thank you guys for coming out. Appreciate you guys. Back to you, Bob.
Thanks, Elwood. We really appreciate that, Hey, Bob, I was talking to Case a little while ago, and it's a trip, man. That guy was here that long, 25 years at Foothill, and
okay, think about it. How many coaches spend that many years at a school? Seriously.
I was telling him it's
a few,
dying
but
breed.
not many.
No, there's no more Marion Ansitches,
No.
Jack Ballsteads, Doug Cases now, and Doug didn't even stay as long as Marion and Jack did.
Okay, now imagine the next football coach here. Imagine the guy's got to fill in those shoes, right? Step into his place. I mean, I don't envy that guy, but somebody will come do it, and I'm sure Coach Case will be in on hopefully the process, and they're going to find another good head coach here to take over this program.
He had a lot of success. I was telling him, like, okay, Coach, here's the deal. We're going to talk about it. I don't want to talk about me. I said, you're retiring after 100 years? Are you kidding me? Seriously? No. I said, okay.
You got to talk about him because he's.
I said, so is it unfair to ask who your favorite team was? He goes, they're all my favorite teams. I said, all right. Who's your favorite players? Right? They're all my favorite players. Like,
right?
Oh, man.
I bet he remembers them all, too,
He's
right?
smart. He's smart.
The great coaches will always remember a kid who comes up that was the 8th string linebacker from 25 years ago. The great coaches always remember those kids.
He says he gets them coming back all the time to say hi, see what's happening,
And especially this year.
Everybody's domesticated now and busy and having the same problems Doug Cases.
He got no more problem. He's ready to retire.
He's
ready to retire and go out and have some fun, right? And good for him.
He has a fat life ahead of him
Good
right now.
for
Just
him.
listening to some of his plans.
Yeah.
The guy's just going to have fun.
No, that's fun.
Anyways,
that is fun.
Elwood Brown's back over there with some more kids.
He's got a couple more kids
The
over
freshman
here.
team had to get out of here.
All right.
A lot of them are gone now, but
that's all right.
Elwood, they're talking to him over there. They're getting straightened out. This is as loose a show as we've ever had. Isn't it great?
Right?
All right, Elwood, you said, baby, let's go.
Yes, sir. Sugar free. I stay ready, man. I always look in the stands and try to find my young guns. And I need y'all to introduce yourselves.
I'm Paxton Patterson. I'm a sophomore and I play free safety.
Connor Rittenhouse. I'm a junior. I play defensive end.
Okay, I got a free safety and a defensive end. My question to both of you guys, do you love the game of football?
I love the game of football. It's a fun game to play. You know, I think we all have fun with it, so yeah.
And what about you?
I love it. I love the family that comes along with it too.
Family bonding. See, what I try to do is pick out personalities. I know you guys say y'all love football, but besides football, what do you like to do as far as your hobby?
Outside of football, I play lacrosse in the off season, but I know a lot of other people do different things, but that's my other sport, yeah.
Lacrosse, hello. What about you, son?
I just like golfing with friends, family. Just enjoy the off season, fun time.
Man, hey, you know, I like to fish. They say fishermen, they don't golf, so I never golf, but maybe before I go fishing, I'll go golfing. But I appreciate you guys coming out, and you guys look like historic gentlemen. Now, my question to you, what is your goal for next year?
To win league and definitely beat Tustin, that's for sure.
To win league and beat Tustin. If you don't win league, as long as you beat Tustin, we good. Same thing. What is your goal?
Yeah, I'd probably say the same thing. Just overall make improvements around the team. We're having a new coach come in, so that would be cool to see. And I think just less mistakes this year, and next year come back as a better team, improve every year.
Hey, if you ain't getting better, you ain't trying to win. Yeah. Hey, I appreciate you guys for coming out, man. Have a great end of the season, and God bless you. Back to you, Rich.
All right, thank you very much. Appreciate it, Elwood. So, Bob, let's see. We got 2 more shows left in the season.
I know.
And there's 3 more games left in the regular season, and which means about, I don't know, 70% of the schools will drop out because they're going to be finished.
Right, I know. Once we get to playoffs, right, a lot of schools, you know, they fall off. But you know, we got Irvine High here next week, the Vaqueros, and Coach Ricci.
Right.
Man, yeah, he's really turned around that program. I think it's a really fun program. You know, it's one of those legacy programs. Terry Hennigan won so many championships at Irvine High School. He's revered over there. You know, they talk so much about what Terry Hennigan did for the Irvine Vaqueros, and he's one of those legendary coaches. And that's great to see that Irvine has now come back because they really watered down the area in Irvine.
The whole area?
They opened so many high schools in Irvine.
40 high schools in Irvine.
I swear, they almost are, right? It's crazy, but it's good to see Irvine back on the map.
Yeah, yes, indeed. Of course.
And I was going to say, then we got Ladies' Night after that.
Night.
So we got Ladies' Night, which is always one of our more fun shows. We love it. You know, we had the Foothill Girls Volleyball tonight, which is always so much fun to talk to them. That's such a great program and one of those great legacy programs in Orange County. And then we'll bring all the ladies back for Ladies' Night, and we have fun talking about the ladies' athletics.
Ladies' Night's always fun because, you know, now we just don't talk about volleyball. We got girls flag football to talk about. And, Bob, I was watching a show over the weekend the NFL put out, and it was about flag football and the proliferation of it across the United States.
Right.
Well, it's not just a U.S. game. They've been playing it in Germany for years.
Yeah,
and the Europeans have leagues now, and they can't wait to start mixing it up with the U.S. teams. Now, we talked with Katie Sowers last year.
Yes, we did. That's right.
And, you know, of course, she was a coach with the 49ers.
Yep.
And now she not retired. She just took off to go coach with her sister because they played in college in Quebec. Quebec University's got a girls flag football team. So this thing's proliferating into a worldwide phenomenon.
It certainly is.
And they're talking about already creating a world league, not just for the ladies, but for the guys too.
Right. No, this is what flag football has become, right? So it's right. We're talking about
game.
the guys, but for the ladies, I think it's really special because more and more colleges are starting to pick it up, and we see how quickly the high schools picked it up. We're already at playoffs this year. We're at playoffs this year. You need a certain percentage of schools to participate to get playoffs. It usually takes 3 or 4 years, depending on the sport. Bam, year 2, flag got there. And so many schools are playing it, and it's so much fun to watch because these girls, a lot of these girls are really good, and they don't have a lot of experience, but they're just great athletes.
Yeah.
And that's how they become so good so quick.
I have yet to talk to a coach, head coach football or you know, girls flag football, that did not say there was a big enthusiasm for the sport and no problem getting like 150 people out to try out, you know.
Easy, right?
And South Orange County also has a big advantage because they've always had the Matt Leinart flag football league
and that's
going.
been big here, right?
And that's why it's big out in the South Orange County area.
And you had so many girls that came and played in that league, right? And
yep.
that really set the tone, I think, why so many coaches got involved and why it became so quick that a lot of these people got involved. Hey, we have the #1 team flag football team in the nation.
Yeah,
right here in Southern California in Orange Lutheran. Orange
Hey,
Lutheran is
last
the
week
number
we
one
saw
team in the nation.
Yeah, we saw the number one passer last week too. 79 touchdowns.
right.
You kidding
Oh,
me? Probably
crazy.
has 100 already. Because it's been a week. They played 3
Right?
games.
They
So.
played another couple of
She's averaging
games.
4 a game, Bob. She's gonna break 100.
Crazy.
Only a freshman.
I know.
Breaking
I know.
100 touchdowns in a
I
season.
know it. I know it.
Unbelievable.
It's nuts.
Hey, I'd like to thank
All right.
Foothill High School for coming in tonight. Doug Case, congratulations on a great career and a great season. Hope you finish strong. On behalf of Bob Gibson, John Conti, and the cast and crew at Prep Sports America.
Don't
and
forget
Prep
Game of the
Sports
Week.
Night Live. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the Game of the Week. Don't forget Milliken, Pauly. Watch it, LA 36. You can also watch it at Prep Sports Media. Just click on the live link. You'll be able to see the game. And it's also on Prep Sports America YouTube. All right, on behalf of everybody, good night from Rockin' Brews in Tustin.